Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's the Christian and Daniel Show.
Hi,
Hey,
I'm
everybody.
Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
This is the Christian and Daniel Show.
Welcome to the show.
We'd like to say hello to all our special friends on Twitter,
Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram.
and LinkedIn. Thank you for joining us.
I'm just listing stuff. The computer world, Internet Explorer 2.
To all of our chat friends on AOL.
On AOL, our newest platform, AOL.
To everybody watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, please do us a favor, share this with your friends so they can join along and watch with you. To all of our friends on YouTube, scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know whenever there's a new show on the air. So make sure that you join us. Remember, we got horoscopes on Monday, Wednesdays with Christian and Daniel. Fridays, either Card Devo or Zodiacs. And then not next weekend, not this Saturday, next Saturday, but the following Saturday, we will start again with interviews on Put Together Live Stream. So make sure that you come back and join us. Hi, Piper.
Hey, Piper.
Why can't I see you? You can't see us?
You can't see us?
Hold
I
on.
don't know why.
Let me check my camera.
Looks like it's working fine. We can see us.
We are checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the air.
There we go. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, got us. There you go. It's because we're part-time vampires, so we
We have to will our image to show. We didn't focus on that right before.
How are you doing? How are you doing? Let me make sure that how you been? How you doing?
How you doing?
That was pretty.
It's supposed to be.
Um,
You look like I have my old afro, my overbite that I used to have.
I don't know, folks. Totally get it. Do not encourage him. Do not encourage him.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
We were very comfortably snuggling in bed, basically taking a grandpa nap right before. And I look up and we have a minute.
The camera is off a little bit, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Let me. I might need to fix this a little bit. No, it's all right there.
No, do 10p. Won't let you. Oh, it says already live in 720. So
Huh?
it said it was already live in 720. Maybe that's all it likes to do.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome. It is Wednesday, November 9th.
It
22,
is.
November 9th.
November, it's my birthday month.
Your birthday's coming up.
And Thanksgiving.
Talking about
And the end of the year.
talking about birthdays. What do you want to do for your birthday? Have you thought about that?
know.
You thought about that?
I haven't. It's just it's decades of not doing anything about my birthday, and then COVID came in and doing really nothing about my birthday. I've gotten like lazy into like I'm like, yeah,
People can't see us.
Hmm?
We're not on screen.
Maybe just switch back to the.
There we go.
There we go. Does that make it better?
I think so. We're gonna check to see. There we go.
There we go.
Somehow the system is slow today. It's not. All right.
And I'm sorry, the computer we're supposed to be using for this, I bricked it. So that's what I get for working on a Windows system. I punished myself.
Nothing to do with
for
the
it.
Windows.
It had everything to do with the fact that it's Windows. I'm not saying
Oh.
anything's better out there. I just, yeah.
What cake are you getting?
Okay. I want a three-tier cake. The first tier needs to be marble, chocolate and white. The second tier needs to be yellow cake with just chocolate frosting. And the top tier needs to be lemon cake with a lemon frosting. And I want candied lemon filling.
Okay, well, we have to order that.
I know.
I don't.
Yeah,
I-
basically, yeah, I want a wedding cake for my birthday.
I could bake a cake if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I want to.
I'd rather you make a meal than bake a cake.
Um,
I could bake a cake.
but no, which talking about birthday cakes? Which
Well, my favorite one so far, I still remember the one we had at Madeline's, the lemon with lemon and strawberry. It was a lemon cake, a round lemon cake with.
but didn't Inara make that?
Yeah, Anara.
Inara made that.
It was
Inara.
so good.
Yeah.
I've never forgotten because it was really lemony, but the strawberry. The strawberry added that freshness, that little freshness kick, so it offset the tartness of the lemon. It was really good.
Yeah.
She's quite the little baker. Well, she was. Now she's not little and she's an adult, so I need to stop talking about her like she's a kid.
Don't talk about me like I'm out here. So for those of you, our friend Maddie who lives up north, and actually the last several years that we traveled for your birthday, wherever we were, I always tried to organize something before we got there. So you always had a surprise birthday.
Yeah.
Up until the last 2 years, obviously, but
No.
in 2019 you still had a surprise.
Hi,
birthday.
Nancy.
2019 you still had a birthday. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then unfortunately, the New York, I was so sick, I just couldn't do the New York one, which would have been so spectacular. When you planned in New York.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't do it because I was sick as a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a little resentful about the fact I wasn't diagnosed for so long. Like, what the F? And I just had 2 crappy doctors in that time frame. And I wasn't getting referred to the gastroenterologist who eventually did diagnose and got me well again. But yeah, hey, Charlie. Charlie, we've been thinking about you a lot lately.
Charlie messaged me yesterday. I'm sure you won't mind me sharing. Charlie had his ostomy surgery
Oh,
yesterday, so that's why he's talking about being on the part of the club now.
are you in the hospital still?
I think he's home. Are you home? Or are you watching
Wow,
this from
they
the
get
hospital?
people home quick from stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no way you got out like this quick. Are you still in the hospital? Let us know if you're still in the hospital. If you are,
Because Daniel, you were there for about a
mean,
week,
no, I was supposed to be there for a week.
but they only kept you for 3 days.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 days, and I was out. They didn't let me stay.
It's
there.
just crazy how these days it's all about getting. I mean, I know it's financially, it's to get the insurance companies want it. If you're insured, they want you to get out of there as quickly as possible. But also health wise, we heal better once we get on our feet and start moving rather than laying in a bed. So, I mean, I guess like I remember when my dad had his open heart surgery, the next day they got him out of bed, shuffling. I mean, yeah, was he running a marathon? No, he was shuffling along with a walker, and with a nurse on his side, but they got him up quick. Like, I guess every surgery now, they just get people up quick.
Yeah.
You don't get there's no downtime where you're in, oh, I need to be in the hospital for 2 weeks. I don't know anyone who's in the hospital for multiple weeks unless they're really, really seriously ill, like near death.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I thought you might be. The Daniel can talk to that better than me. I watched him go through it, but he knows firsthand. You remember that right afterwards. I remember
the only thing is they can't give you a lot of painkillers because it has blood thinner, and they can't do the blood thinners right now. So
you kind of have to just deal with because I'm not going to play the best surgeons in the world. It's still a major surgery. It's a major surgery.
Sending you the best possible.
Absolutely. Love and light to you, buddy.
Quick recoup.
Yeah, exactly. They just get you right up and you are going. And I imagine you're probably lucky right now. They probably haven't taught you because they took him a couple days to get to Daniel to teach him the basics of what he needed to know for it. And even then, what they taught him was not sufficient. Like we've learned, Charlie, I'm serious. Take advantage of our wisdom. Call us, talk to us, even if it's before you're in the hospital during the day. Something. Do not suffer when we've already suffered for you.
Remember, even after I got home, I had home health,
and it still didn't help you.
And the first nurse that came over liked Christian better than me.
Yeah.
And they were all like, la, comadre.
It's like,
and I was like, and she would be like, how are you doing? I'm good.
It's like, I'm like, I didn't have major surgery.
Oh, what surgery? My ostomy surgery, Tommy.
When he got Tommy, yeah.
Tommy, which is now 6 years ago.
Yeah, almost 7.
It was 2016. Next April, next April Fool's Day
will be 7.
April 1st.
I forget it's April Fool's.
Yeah, April Fool's Day will be 7
Everything
years.
with you has been on a major holiday.
Yeah. So,
Even April Fool's was the surgery.
Yeah.
And then Cinco de Mayo was the diagnosis with cancer.
4th of July.
4th of July was you were done with your treatments
chemo.
For cancer with the chemo.
Yeah, comadre.
Hey, Ellie.
Comadre, it's been 7 years since we were hanging around your house.
I remember being in your backyard by the pool, and Daniel was still so skinny and sick. And I remember, but he wasn't so sick he couldn't eat your amazing food. So Ellie, it's like you were his medicine during that time. So thank you.
And I still tell people now.
Oh yeah,
doing readings for people was such a great.
It was great
charger.
Healing.
It was a great healer because.
And it took you out of you got out of your.
Yeah, it got out of my head for a little bit. But we would go to Ellie's house, and we didn't know you that well.
I got it. We'd spend all day and into the night.
We go to her house, and she would serve us food on
so
Sundays.
Much fun.
Christian would get in the pool and play because it was during the summer.
Yeah, so it was hot.
And then I would sit in a chair and do readings for people.
Just the whole family would show up. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. We were with our family of choice.
Comida. Bring me comida.
Yeah, I mean, Ellie, and that's what bonded us. That's
totally.
What bonded all of us together. Yeah. So
totally.
Absolutely family of choice. So you see, Charlie, we have so much we want to share with you. And I don't want you to suffer one moment that you don't have to because you don't know something. We know what I call the capital secrets, all the little secrets, all the little things that no nurse, I don't know why, but no nurse will ever tell you. No doctor will tell you. It's all these secrets that they like to keep that you have to learn on your own unless you have friends who already have been there.
But there are certain things in this process that you will have to learn on your own.
Like what foods work with your new digestive tract.
Foods and what to wear and how to...
The bras? The girdles.
Yeah, my bras.
Which are a blessing.
There are different ways that people use to clean out their bags. There's different types of bags that you can use, different type of companies that you can.
Oh,
you just have to
we went through like 3 companies before we found what Daniel was comfortable with.
Yeah.
And what didn't, you have to also figure out some of the products will act differently with your skin. And yes, he was busy eating tacos. Exactly.
How dare you, sir?
And it's interesting. Thank goodness that for the most part, tacos did not disappear from his diet. And because he would have suffered it would be so much more miserable if he couldn't eat tacos.
Tacos were
a big part of your recovery. Yeah. I mean,
huge.
Sometimes just a bean taco was all he could eat during the cancer time, not during Tommy time. Well, combination.
Yeah, there was an overlap of coming out of chemo.
Yeah, and going into Tommy
that overlapped. But bean tacos are still my favorite thing.
Oh,
Middle of the night, little.
Not me. I'm not shaking my head because I would eat that. I'm just saying, yeah, they are.
Yeah, with beans and salsa. Man, that's still my go-to every night.
And I'm all, a piece of bologna wrapped around a piece of cheese. I'm so gringo.
Well, I've started to buy the Kraft singles.
Yeah.
And made late night quesadillas.
Well, the good thing with Kraft singles is there really isn't any dairy in them. they're just all vegetable oil. So
I'm here, sorry you're late. Luckily, I've directed you enough that you guys are paying.
we're right where our market
We
are.
yes, I was like, what do we do?
I know we were
What-
terrified
what
before the
do we
camera
do?
came on. We're like, oh my God,
I don't-
where's
I don't
Gabe?
know-
We
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
The stage
What
manager's not here to
buttons
tell
do I
us.
push?
What are we going to say?
I'm too pretty to press buttons. Hello, Gabe. Good to see you. We've been watching you on TikTok.
TikToks. But yeah, and you have that beautiful new pussy. Gray? Was it a gray tiger? She's pretty.
Oh, we're not even. Where's
Pussycat, hello.
Where's shit, I just forgot.
Emery.
Emery.
Emery will come. I'm sure
Emery-
he'll pop in.
I feel like we just called on him. Emery.
Sorry, I couldn't
Emery.
resist that one, folks. I just couldn't. The door is just so
Emery.
wide open on that.
Today, by the way, today is National Tooth Fairy Day.
So if you have rotting teeth or something that can fall out, you can put them under your pillow and you might just get some money
Did
tonight.
you believe in the Tooth Fairy? When you were a kid?
Absolutely not. Not for 1 second.
Did y'all?
I didn't get any money for mine.
I
I didn't even.
remember.
I put mine under the pillow in a little bag, and they'd just be gone in the morning.
I don't remember.
But
if
no
I-
money.
I don't remember if I got Tooth Fairy money. I
Gosh,
don't think
sometimes
we
you
did.
think I was. Never mind. You think I was a specific faith that doesn't celebrate stuff like that.
Um,
I wasn't, but it felt like it sometimes.
it's also National Freedom Day.
So I felt free to do to play my video game for a little bit today, but I wasn't free to do it all day. My day off. Today's like a day off for me, and I ended up in like 4 business meetings. I'm like, luckily I get paid for them all. So, I mean, but it's still, I'm like, when did my day off become this?
It's because you're busy now.
But
too, so-
I'm blessed. I was telling my neighbor, I was talking with my friend Terry, and just going, I'm so grateful to have that to complain about.
Aw.
Because there was a time when I didn't have a job, I didn't have an income, and I was terrified I wasn't going to be able to pay rent. So I know that fear firsthand now, and I know that feeling. And so, yeah, I need to just be grateful I had 4 business meetings to go to, and a meeting with my boss that went exceptionally well. And that my overall review, like they give us grades, which is kind of cute since we're tutors. Overall, I got an A-
Nice.
on my overall score, which will put me to get a really good raise.
Nice. I want to acknowledge what Charlie just wrote. It's like, George came in and talked to me and held his hand. And
Aw.
went down. And begged him, please don't let it. You know what, Charlie? Good for you, man. Because that's
good.
I shared the story of Dr. Rad
Yeah.
when I was diagnosed, and him putting his hand on my shoulder and be like, "Look at me,
Yeah, be good.
we got this." And when he said "we,"
You know what I remember? That this amazing, beautiful doctor he had, Dr. Rad, was totally rad.
he lived out
'80s
he lived up
vernacular.
to his name.
But he smelled. He had a scent, a beautiful mixture of, I want to say, Middle Eastern spices. But I don't know what it was, but that man smelled like heaven. He looks like heaven, but he smelled like heaven every time we were in. Like, just smelling him, you calm down. Like, you
Not-
immediately calm down.
Not to take away from his
Amazing skills
medical
and
credit,
talent. Yeah.
but that man is a good-looking man, and he always smelled good.
Like, he
Always.
came from a surgery that ran over
And walked in,
and walked in fresh as a daisy.
and I was like,
And I'm like,
"Are you but
I hate him.
are you putting your hands on my booty?" Yes,
I
please.
see.
Yes, please, Dr. Rad.
But no.
Yes,
Please all know we're working on the front today.
please touch my booty.
Your intestinal tract will change. And he did a good job.
You want to
because-
do another colonoscopy? Yes, please. Yes. Don't even put me to sleep. Just
But
go
no,
for it.
it's nice when the doctors give you that moment of humanity where they remind you that they know they're human too. So that's really important.
Dr. Rad was divorced.
Yeah, he was
so-
in the process of getting divorced,
Yeah,
and he
so-
has a beautiful daughter. Oh my God, gorgeous daughter.
But that's what we used to do at UCI before the lockdowns. Remember, we'd go and do presentations there,
Oh yeah,
and we would go to UCI and talk to future doctors about patient care and how
and patient rights.
how to treat patients,
Uh-huh.
and it's very important.
And to
So-
remember that no matter how advanced your degrees get, no matter how far down, no matter even if you're on the clinical side, that when you're dealing with a life, specifically we focused on human life, but any life, you need to respect it, like show some respect, because otherwise I believe you chip away at your own soul when you don't respect life and you don't respect the human being or see them as human beings anymore, just as a patient, a number on a sheet. It's so important to have those human moments because that makes all the difference in the world. And it could soothe your heart when you knew, oh, you're a UCI. Oh, we might have trained
You're
your
welcome.
surgeon.
You're welcome, Charlie.
We are so happy.
Hola, Isabel, ¿cómo estás? Saludos.
Hello, Isa. Isa?
Isabel used to be a junior high classmate of mine.
Oh.
I've known her since junior high.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenida, saludos, secundaria.
That.
But we were just good together.
Oh, I love it. That's so sweet.
Gracias por seguirnos. Bienvenida. But yeah, so you might have had
someone we trained and told them, put your hand on their shoulder, acknowledge them as a human being before you
because we
cut into them.
I share that story a lot about Dr. Rad.
Oh yeah, a lot. And particularly when we were doing those presentations, we shared a lot about Dr. Rad because he was such a humanist. Like not all doctors are humanists. And he, for being a surgeon and a doctor, you because he was all around, he was the doctor and the surgeon, you dealt with him a lot. You saw him for all your office visits and your surgeries, which was a blessing because not frequently it's two separate people, but it was really, really great. And he just set the bar so high for what we expect from doctors.
Exactly. I had an original surgeon, but he was kind of a dick. So my brother, Dr.
Yeah.
Rad,
See?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
I lucked out, except for the oncologist and the two.
The oncologist that never kept an appointment. We show up for appointments and he'd cancel them at the last second.
The radiation and the chemo doctors weren't talking to each other. That sucked.
There was absolutely no communication.
But Dr. Rad, what was my other doctor? Before my primary? Shoot, I can't remember.
Something with the H? We only saw him really for the hernia stuff.
No. My regular doctor, my HIV doctor.
Oh.
I can't remember his name now. He was my doctor for like 7 years. I can't remember.
He's going to be mad if he watches this. Oh, dear Lord. I keep getting the name of the one who was a monster. The one who succeeded.
Oh, remember him?
I keep getting that name in my head, which pisses me off because I don't want to remember that name. Yeah, we had Daniel. There are some, something I'll say. Don't hesitate to change doctors if you feel like you're not being paid attention to or acknowledged or treated well in any way. Don't take the time. Don't waste your time with your health. I mean, how much are you worth? Isn't it worth it to have a doctor you get along with and you like and you trust? And, they need to treat you like a human being, not just some patient. So it's just, don't ever not stand up for your rights. And even if it's only you and you don't have someone to advocate for you, stand fast and don't hesitate. Yeah, Dr. Lochner, Dr. Thomas Lochner.
Yes, there you go.
Don't ever hesitate to ask for what you need or what you think you need. And if someone questions it, go, well, tell me why I don't need it then. Like, it's not like so many people get reverent with doctors, like they want to put them on a pedestal. They're just really well-educated people about our bodies.
And mind you,
there are people with PhDs who spent more time in school learning more about something.
Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Some of my doctors were really awesome. I mean, Dr. Rad's pretty rad.
Yeah.
But to be able to have that kind of conversation with them where you're like, hey, this is not working for me.
Yeah.
Or I don't feel like I want to, well, looking back, I would have had my ostomy a lot sooner.
Oh, I was going to mention that. That is one point where you resisted getting it, and it would have made things so much simpler so early on.
Do we have iPhones? No.
Nope. We both have Samsung Galaxies.
I have Androids.
Or Notes. Sorry, Notes.
But yeah. So
but you could still FaceTime. I think they make FaceTime for Android if we wanted to download it. We'd be happy to if that's an easy way for you to communicate with us.
I think it's Facebook because we're plugged in and
directly to the ether.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, our
Because in our live chat we see us pretty good.
it's a little messy. Yeah, it's not coming out, and it's we're not using
The regular
the
camera,
camera. We're using the laptop camera.
which is still pretty darn good.
Yeah. So,
New laptop, it's Adam.
but what else? Do you Facebook Messenger video? We can.
Yeah, we can.
I've got you grainy, and you kind of look like Japanese movies when you talk. Yes, it is grainy. It's grainy on the videos. So, well, no, not kinda, sorta, kinda. So,
Happy birthday, Tyra.
what?
I was just moving my mouth all of a sudden. Happy birthday, Tyra. We make fun of Tyra Banks on, I want to say So You Think You Could Dance, on Dancing with the Stars, because she is just a hilarious host. Like, she tries so hard. And the worst part is, it's obvious she's trying really hard. Bless her. She is a successful minority businesswoman who came from an industry that basically objectifies women and tells them you're just a hanger for our clothes, nothing more. And I got deep respect for her, and she has her own production company that's quite successful, but she is just a funny host. So,
Oh, you want to bring it up because I know tonight something happened with the other camera, and we just had to change out at the last minute. Lacks of oxygen, probably in the brain.
yeah.
We-
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
that's good. We could do that too.
Yeah.
And that's why we just low oxygen. You keep yawning. He's just tired.
It's been a long couple of weeks, and then I'm leaving this week again.
For Puerto Rico.
Well, I'll be in San Diego
Oh,
this
first.
weekend, and then Sunday I leave for Puerto Rico for a week. So good stuff. I'm hungry to come back home with some good information. I'm just tired. I woke up at 4:00 this morning for some reason. Could I go back to sleep?
Mhm.
So,
I didn't wake up till 7, but and I couldn't go back to sleep. I don't know why I couldn't, but I couldn't.
I was going to say something else about Freedom Day, but I forgot what I was going to say. So
You're free to forget.
yes.
No, but
What is it?
But
We
no.
went and got many petties today.
we did.
It's you've achieved a certain level of status at your nail salon when you walk in and they know exactly what you want.
Okay, they're like, the regular, and we're like, yeah, the regular.
See,
We're just gonna sit here and you just do your magic.
but they do a pretty good job.
They do a good job. These ladies are good. This is a shop worthy of our return business.
Okay, but then I wanted an earlier appointment, but they couldn't see us earlier. They couldn't see us till 3. And I had a thing at 4. And I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I knew it was on my calendar, so it must have been important. So we're sitting there, and I log into Zoom to let them know I'm here, but I'm going to be watching because I'm just going to be watching. I'm not going to talk because I'm doing my nails. And then I realized that it's a presentation, and I'm the moderator.
He's not just there to watch.
I have to talk. I have to moderate the whole thing.
Oh.
Luckily, we're only like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, we could, if we weren't lazy, we could literally walk to the place.
And they had an intro session, so
yeah,
the intro took
Richard.
about 10 minutes. So it gave us time to get here.
That was the 10 minutes it took to get home, and I'm like, I pulled out to cross 3 lanes of traffic.
Ran in, pulled up the laptop, set it up, logged in,
and then it's like, hello.
pulled up my script on my phone. I was like, I'm ready, and
you would never have known what took place right before that. Yeah,
I'm heading home afterwards.
you don't have time for a few minute chat.
I'll text you afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, and I don't think they even realized that I raced home from the nail salon.
No,
it
one
was
knew
crazy.
That. They
It was
wouldn't
crazy.
have known that.
Yeah, it was definitely a
Hand hit to the head moment.
what is that?
And then I had meetings today, so I really couldn't have gone in earlier. The soonest I could have left was a 2:30 appointment. That would have.
But they
even
couldn't
that I
see us
remember.
anyway.
And they couldn't see us anyway, so it kind of worked out for me, but it didn't work out.
But I totally forgot that I'm like, oh shit, like I'm moderating a session. Like,
Yeah.
Like I in my head, I was like, I'm just gonna be watching today. I don't have to do any. Dude, if
Yeah.
ever there was a moment to be Speedy Gonzalez,
That was
that
it.
was today. That was today. Luckily, there's already a space here where
Yeah,
I
he has
always
all-
sit,
It's LED and stuff set up.
and I already know where to put the camera, or the laptop, and I've moderated for them before, so they know me, so I didn't have to like do super duper research or
Yeah.
anything. So I knew what to do. But yeah, I'm at the nail salon. I was like, see, do you paint? You do, go ahead.
Do your thing.
And then I was like,
hurry!
don't worry about that. Just do it.
Then he starts directing her. It's professional who knows what she's doing. Decades of work experience. But he's like, no, just paint that on. Just put that one on.
Because
Just put that
we
one.
get the protein thing on our nails.
Yeah, there's a special protein that they put
'Cause
on,
that's how we are.
which hardens your nails and keeps them healthy. And then they cover it with the shiny, glossy clear. And he's like, just put the protein on. Just put the protein on. We're
She
done.
tries to put the fan to dry. I'm like,
No. I'll just go. I got it.
He's driving. It's okay.
He's
Just-
driving. That's what he said. He's driving as he's waving his hands like a nut in front of him. He's driving, so I don't have to worry about it. His nails are
Oh,
dry.
my God. It was crazy. It was so crazy. But I made it, and they never, none the wiser. They never knew.
Yeah, if they watch this, they'll know.
No. I meant the other,
The other
Presentation.
presentation I did
not this
today.
one, not this one. But yeah, so that's what it was today.
Oh my lord! I had to open up my house today because it got humid in here again. So there's something weird when it rains that my side of the unit likes to get damp, and I'm not going to have a mold problem again. Now that I know it can happen.
I moderated in public once, but they asked me to leave. I misunderstood.
Gabe. Gabe can't see. So, but yeah, it's been an interesting day.
Why is that funnier than it should be? It just sounds funnier. But yes, we like this particular nail salon. They did our eyebrows too. So.
Well, I'm like this tonight. Very
Hola.
alert. Very alert.
Can you see me?
Can you see my eyes?
Are you? Hi.
Hello.
That's super creepy. That should have been last week for the Halloween.
Yeah. That would have been funny.
What's coming up? Oh yeah, so we were talking before everybody joined your birthday. So what realistically, what kind of cake do you want?
I want a lemon cake.
Okay, lemon
I
cake.
love lemon cakes. But I want it to be really lemony.
Real lemon cake. All right, cool.
And I don't care who makes it, as long as it's lemon cake.
We were asked if we were going to do a get together for you this year.
Well, I know I would love. I know Martha wants to get together for it, so we were saying doing the lunch thing, like have a little lunch thing, then we could do dinner on our own.
Right.
Like I could like eat like caveman when I get my tomahawk steak with the bone.
Where would you like to go for lunch? So people who live here.
Where we want to go for lunch? I really enjoyed, and it's reasonably priced.
kind of really likes.
Yeah, it could be with raspberry. I haven't tried that yet, but I know that's a good combination. Never had one, but I've had a lot of part of that, but I haven't had a cake shaped like that.
I've had cake on a what?
I've had cake on, like people do sushi. I did cake.
Where would you like to go?
But I was thinking, someplace that's reasonable, that gives you a good serving, and the food's pretty okay. I mean, I really didn't mind the Olive Garden, particularly sitting out on the patio in the mall. I like that better. Inside, it gets so noisy in there, but outside it was kind of nice, and I felt relaxed out there, and I didn't have any of that anxiety from being cooped up with a bunch of people screaming kids.
So if anybody would like to join us, it is Saturday.
But then I did have that special little guy who was just putting out so much positive energy.
If y'all would like to join us, if you're in the Orange County area, I like Church's Chicken. I grew up on Church's Chicken, so Church's Chicken is good, but we're not going to go there we go there for lunch anytime, but
Yeah, but
we don't go there. We order it in. But for those of you who are in the LA, Southern California area,
That sounds so good, Ellie.
if Those sounds good.
Like raspberry. I never thought of raspberries, and they have that
Sounds
little bit of
good.
tart.
Maybe we have to
Ooh.
maybe that tucked up with Christmas a little far to go get cupcakes. But if anybody would like to join us on Saturday, November 26th for lunch, which will probably be about 1:00,
Mm-hmm.
send us a private message and let us know that you're in the area and you're available and you would like to join us, and we'll let you know where we're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which will probably be
I think it might be.
Olive Garden.
Yeah, because I really like the tortellini dish they have.
I will make sure that we have dessert and appetizers. You're in charge of your own meal, but we'll get you.
But we'll supply
We'll do appetizers.
heavier
and dessert.
herbs and dessert.
Yeah, we'll do appetizers and dessert. So if you're in the area and you want to join us for dinner,
I would love for you to come.
Put it on your calendar, November 26th,
Celebrating the life
Saturday.
of Christian.
And
I've shared on this show my whole little history about how I came to be in this world.
don't ever go to Raising
Raising
Cane's.
Cane's.
I like Raising Cane's.
I think they're okay. Their sides are awfully
It's
tiny for a high price.
It's a Texas thing, and
Aw, but I love you're going to be with Gabby. That's awesome.
yeah, give her a hug for us. But
Yeah.
when you come back, let us know, and we'll come to your house for his birthday dinner. You guys turned that around.
Yeah, Daniel turned that out. That was smooth. That was pretty smooth, Ellie. For Daniel, that was
Así
super
nomás.
smooth. Así nomás.
Because my birthday's coming up next month.
Well, it would be a great birthday gift if I could see Junior.
Yes. So I mean, as
am
long as we're
already
coming over,
completely attached.
as long as we're coming over to see Junior, and you want to make dinner for his birthday, pues dos for one.
I mean,
Well,
Junior's got to eat.
Well, see, I mean, you can't have the child starving. Just saying. I mean, just saying. That part was good. Is it that make one thing and it's terrible? It's just like hot flour.
I prefer Church's.
I like it.
I don't even like KFC anymore because you get a chicken thigh from them and it's like tiny.
Well, Cane's is the strips.
Yeah, I don't like strips.
I like strips.
Real chicken.
I like the strips. How about wrapping yourselves in
Oh, you know what I want, Ellie. You know what I want, Ellie. I want the sopas that she used to make with the little soup and the
tostadas?
Yeah, the
Tostadas?
tostadas with the soup. That remember she used to make the little. It's when I was really sick.
The
so-
chalupas. You want the chalupas?
You're the one who knows what they're called.
Well,
They look like a tostada, but then she'd make that wonderful sopa with it,
right.
and we put it in a coffee cup because that's how I like to have it. And I was so sick at that
Yeah,
time,
the
but
tostadas.
that always worked for me.
Those.
Yeah, I guess it's like what we get in Texas when we go with your sister. The same
I
concept.
have a new green enchilada dish from
Oh no, I'll take that. I love me some enchiladas and green.
He does like enchiladas.
Oh my god, I love enchiladas. They could be cheese enchiladas. They could be beef enchiladas. They could be chicken enchiladas. They could be pollo, fideo. Oh,
Not the
queso. I will do that.
Isn't that what you
Gladly.
make though? When you make the consomme, the tostadas? Isn't that what you do?
Yeah, it's something else with them. It was something else.
But he'll be happy with whatever.
Whatever you make, Ellie, is delicious and beautiful, and it's made with love, so I love it, and it tastes amazing. And if I get to have the bonus of Laura and Junior, I'm happy.
You're set. Okay.
So that little man made quite the impression on me.
It's adorable. And we didn't get a picture that day either. So
I know, it was so ridiculous. Like of all the
we
things,
did
you're
not
gonna
get a
picture.
single picture. What else is coming up?
We're
We're getting a Christmas tree this year.
Oh yeah, it's behind us in that box. Like right there, it says like
Right there.
High Quality.
We're after 10 years together.
We finally have a Christmas tree together.
Mexican soup. Yeah, basically it's the
Yeah, I remember it. I just don't remember what it was. But
it's the caldo that comes from the meat.
yeah. That's it. Caldo.
Okay, let's set a date. When? All right, we'll set a date. I'll text you tonight or tomorrow.
Yay!
We'll send you some date options. We'll send you our calendar and, to make sure that you're available. But yes, we're finally gonna, after 10 years together, we're finally gonna put a Christmas tree up.
Well, we're finally staying home for Christmas. Like we usually leave for Christmas,
Well-
so there's never been a real point to having a tree or doing it. But we bought, crazy enough, many years ago now, we bought like tons of these cute, adorable ornaments. They're all boxed very well, very safely, but we have never opened them. We've never we've never used them because we've never had the opportunity to have a tree.
So this year we got the tree. It's pre-lit, so we don't have to worry about lighting.
Oh, I
up.
love that. I love
And
it.
it's really cool because I found one that you can change the settings and it goes from white to color lights.
Yeah. It's so
So
cool.
we're pretty excited. I'm gonna go through the boxes when I get back from my trip, and then. But we decided we're gonna do this on Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, like after Thanksgiving
So-
or Thanksgiving Eve, day before.
When we're done eating the first round of food, because we go to, for those of you that have known us for a while, we go to Joe's Petrelli's to get dinner.
George Petrelli's Steakhouse. It's George Petrelli's Steakhouse. They make an amazing from everything from scratch Thanksgiving meal.
But last year we went and ate there. We ate
Yeah, we went and ate in the place.
both times. We ate Christmas, Thanksgiving, and dinner.
Yeah,
and Christmas.
Christmas, yeah. And for both of them, if you want prime rib, you have to order in advance. You have to do it while you can get it
But
in.
didn't we get the turkey dinner?
We always get
we get the
Thanksgiving.
turkey dinner
I
for
get the turkey
Thanksgiving.
dinner because that's the point.
It's a lot of food.
And it's a lot of
It's a
food. It's
lot
so
of
good.
food.
Like they come out to your car for just us two. There's like 2 huge bags of food filled to the brim, barely holding the food that they bring out to you.
It's salad, soup, entree, and dessert.
Yeah, and then the entree has multiple points. It has usually 3 sides with it.
And the
So-
and the bread that comes with
And
it.
then we usually order an appetizer, and they have an amazing shrimp cocktail appetizer.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of American shrimp cocktail,
Yeah.
which for those of you who know, like it's the shrimp sauce, the big jumbo shrimp. You didn't want to eat it.
It's so horrible, but
But I mean, I still eat
how
it.
bougie.
It's shrimp.
It's
It's
disgusting.
shrimp.
but
I'm gonna eat the shrimp. But if you've ever had Mexican shrimp
Mm.
cocktail,
There's nothing. There's no comparison.
was
I
like,
love shrimp
you,
cocktail.
you have your shrimps, your avocado,
Oh,
tomato,
crackers.
onions, serranos, cilantro, lime,
Oh, it's so good.
with a little extra.
I wish they
cocktail.
would have that. I wish they'd offer that type of cocktail. I'd order it every time. I'd get the large.
That was good. But yes, so maybe we'll do a live stream while we're decorating our tree. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe.
Maybe.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a Thursday Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, it's every day. It's on Thursday every year, Garza.
You show he's smart. You a smart one. He's the smart one.
I went to school, Mama.
He's the smart
But
one.
did you go in? Is the Mexican cocktail made with tequila?
You know what? I bet you could add tequila
bet you
to
could,
it.
yeah.
It would be
It's
delish.
kind of like a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it is basically. It's like a chunky Bloody Mary.
I mean, I'm sure you could put some tequila.
I mean,
in
they
there.
put bacon in Bloody Marys. Like they put half of a meal in Bloody
Put it- have
Marys.
it- what is it? What's the little bird?
Game head?
Yeah.
Cornish game head.
Cornish. They put little Cornishes on
We've
the.
actually seen stuff like that, like the gourmet Bloody Marys. They end up like that.
I totally from the side read that when you said, I only eat shrimp when it's a friend. And I was like,
Ooh, I knew this shrimp.
hello, buddy.
Sorry, it's the
Fried
end.
shrimp. I'm not a big fried shrimp fan, but I don't eat a lot of fried food anymore. So that could be probably one.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's a whole new world of,
Everyone- yeah.
what
Yeah, yeah.
foods you're gonna eat.
I would, Charlie, the one suggestion that I would give you is get a journal. Start journaling.
Mhm.
That was the one thing I should
A
have
food journal.
done from the beginning is start journaling like what I eat, what happens with my stoma, like how often I have to change things, just so you can start keeping track. It helps a lot. So get a journal, start journaling stuff. Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready now.
Okay.
It's all about me.
It's all right.
My show for my pick of the week is The Amazing Race. It's a new season. They finally have recovered from COVID and all the breaks and stops, because this is a show that travels people around the world or all over Eastern Europe, the Middle East, everything. And already 2 teams have been eliminated because they've acquired the COVID virus
Oh, dear.
while doing the race. So let's not pretend like COVID's gone forever, but it's becoming. People call it a pandemic, but it's become an endemic. just like the flu season, we just come to accept that it's there. No one's panicking about it anymore. We do have vial. That did not come out right. We do have viable treatments and preventatives that help to minimize the impact. So it's it's become an endemic. So it's not weird or scary anymore when someone says, "Oh, I have COVID." And it's nothing light, but it's still just 2 teams already have been eliminated. So it's kind of crazy that that's already happened. But the show's great. They ran through. They went to Israel, Germany, Austria, and they started in Venice, Italy. So it's been a really beautiful season, like just scenically beautiful, and the south of France, which was really gorgeous too. I didn't realize it was so beautiful.
The Amazing Race for something season. I was thinking Survivor. That's two different.
No, totally different show.
Okay.
Yeah, Amazing Race. These people aren't eating coconuts and drinking the coconut milk and living in the sand and dirt. But no, Amazing Race it's a good season. I'm glad it's back and it's enjoyable. I've always enjoyed it. I've kind of lately been attracted to shows I know. So they say it's something that introverts actually do quite frequently, and people who might have a little bit of ADD. We crave shows that we know, which is why I watch a lot of repeat shows. Like I could watch my Star Treks over and over again, because I find comfort in that I know what's happening, I know what's coming, and it relaxes me and just lets me get out of my head.
That's why I watch movies that I already seen
Your Hallmark movies.
to fall asleep.
So predictable.
Well, not necessarily Hallmark, but like I'll watch Pretty Woman or Still Magnolias or stuff because I already know them.
Even the Still
And
Magnolias is sad.
I fall asleep because I already know. No matter where I wake up, I know exactly
What's
it is.
going on. I do the same thing. Like I was in the mood for Still Magnolias a couple weeks you were here, and it's just one of those movies that I don't like the sad part of it, but it's so entertaining. But I just realized that like some of the characters are like I started to see like profoundly sad characteristics of characters I never noticed before after all these decades.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my pick of the week: The Amazing Race, not Steel Magnolias.
My pick of the week is Rosalind. Anyway, Rosalind is it's the other side of Romeo and Juliet. So this is Rosalind is Juliet's cousin, and this is like the pre to Romeo and Juliet meeting, and what happens afterwards. And it's nothing like the book. It's not Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. It's funny. It's heartwarming. You might recognize several of the actors. I just lost the name.
Oh, and I have to say, Amazing Races on Paramount.
Got it. So Rosalind is on Hulu. It's on Hulu. And the lead actress, you might know her because she just came out in Booksmart, which came out 3 years ago, 2018.
Very funny.
And the girl that plays Juliet, who is Isabella Merced, is the girl that played Dora the Explorer in Dora the movie. So she plays Juliet. The other actors I've never seen before, but it's got a pretty cool lineup. Bradley Whitford, once you see him, you know who he is. Christopher McDonald and Minnie Driver are all
Who doesn't
in
know
it.
Minnie Driver?
And she's hilarious in it. But check it out. It's the behind-the-scenes story of Romeo and Juliet. And again, it's funny. There's a little bit of action.
Very different perspective.
And the cool thing is that there are only certain parts, because it's not a Shakespeare story. It's the backstory. There's only certain parts that are Shakespearean. The rest of it, it's all just plain English. So you don't have to like know Shakespeare to understand it. Check it out. It's a good 1.5-hour movie. It's funny. I totally recommend it. And you'll know the actor, so it's pretty kind of cool. Got it. Yeah, we will teach you anything we know. It's yours.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The of my favorite movies.
I think you meant some of my favorite movies.
Oh, okay.
I love Pretty Woman, Erin Brockovich. Yeah, those are movies that I can play and I'll fall asleep, and they're so comfortable. See, some of the people. Yeah, some of my favorite movies. Yeah, but he's right. I do love a good Hallmark movie, and Hulu has a whole section dedicated to Christmas.
You can even look up the secret code, and it'll put them all together for you, so you could torture yourself or others with
But
entire months
I-
of all these shows.
when was I home? Sunday?
Yeah, you were home Sunday
Someone was
because I was here on my own because I had Sunday off, which I usually don't.
No, I was here Sunday. Monday. I went home Monday.
Okay.
Remember, I went out to.
Oh, that's right.
Oh. So Monday when I was home, I think I watched like 3 Hallmark movies back to back while I was working, because I like Hallmark movies and I like Lifetime movie of the weeks. Oh, so for those of you again in the Southern California area, if you're ever in Culver City, if you're ever in Culver City and you have nothing to do, and you're like, what should I do today? And I'm like, I have a suggestion. Check out the Museum of Jurassic Technology. My friend Tom Simon recommended we go, and I was like, okay. But I wanted to hang out with him and grab lunch. So I'm like, if I have to go to the museum, I'll go. But I didn't Google it. I didn't check it out. I'm like, I'll just go and be surprised. If you know Venice Boulevard. If you know Venice Boulevard and you know where the In-N-Out Burger is, right on Venice Boulevard in Culver City, it's like the next block over. It's by reservation mostly. You have to make a reservation, but it's like everything from what is it?
What?
I lost the word right now.
Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba.
Walk Under the Stairs, Black Cat. What are they?
Superstition.
Superstitions. Thank you. If you want to know where some superstitions came from, they have the history there. They have.
It's not about dinosaurs. But...
No. not. If you're Jurassic. If you're Jurassic and you want to see dinosaurs,
there actually is the Museum of Natural Art, which is just down the road, actually near USC. That is an amazing prehistoric dinosaur
I've been there,
museum and natural art.
But this one, they even have a whole section. Do you know that string games where you put your
cat in the cradle, cat's cradle?
Yeah. So there's apparently
a story behind that.
Yes, and there's all these countries that have that
different versions.
Yeah, and then they show you.
Cool.
They actually have strings there you can grab, and there's like a step by step that you can follow them to make your own. And then there's like all these history of. I didn't know this, that there was supposed to be a bridge that hung from Argentina to Brazil. And there was a big thunderstorm that came and it knocked off the site from Brazil. And then they just decided, well, we're not going to fix it. We're not going to build it again. But at one point, there was a bridge connecting the waterfall between Argentina and Brazil. And now it doesn't exist. They never built it up again. They never did it. And just all these little things, you're like,
that is really fascinating.
Like, why would I want
it's trivia. It's trivia. Like, you're like, why would I know this? Why would I need to know this?
You walk up to the things and you're like, why would I want to know about this? And then you'd hear some, because they have audio and visual and tactile, and you're like, why would this? Oh, okay, I want to know more.
So they cover all 3 learning methods.
Yes.
Kinesthetic, visual, and audio.
Yes.
Auditory.
So
that's so cool.
Go in expecting to spend a couple of hours because it's very unassuming.
It's very small.
Yeah, it's very unassuming.
But it's tall.
It's 2-3 stories high, and then they have a little patio where they give you free tea and cookies if you want to sit out there. Yes, and then they've got
that makes it worthwhile in itself.
You know, for the $12 that you pay for the cover,
eat $12 worth of cookies and drink $12 worth of tea.
I mean, it would be somewhere where I would love to get a spot on the top floor and do readings. That would be really cool. But I love horror movies too. We're so brothers.
Daniel doesn't like horror movies. He thinks you mean horror movies.
Horror movies?
Horror movies. Like Pretty Woman. It's about 2 whores. That's what he's probably thinking.
Very different. Now, there are some movies that I like.
Kidding.
Like, I liked Annabelle. I liked Annabelle. That was a good movie.
I like all of the ones about those 2 husband and wife researchers. The Wilsons?
No.
Or something. Like all their movies, they did The Conjuring. All those Conjuring films are there based on their experiences. Annabelle is all based on their experience with her. See The Conjuring.
I'm trying to.
Lorraine Warren, the Warrens.
And Lorraine Warren, yeah.
Those
I
two.
like
Any movie about them, because she's a legit medium, and he's a legit researcher, and they didn't run from stuff. If you are going to say you're a paranormal researcher or investigator, when a ghost appears or something happens, you shouldn't be screaming, running down the hall. You should be yelling, running towards it, saying, I want to talk to you. I want to experience you. You know, the Warrens did that. They were legit. All these other phonies scream and run. I'm like, what are you doing? You're going the opposite direction of what you're supposed, like your entire career, your entire job choice, you're running away from.
I do like the Conjuring movies. I do like, but I watch horror. I mean, I like at night. I know at night.
He loves horrors at night.
I like a good horror at night, if you know what I mean. But I play YouTube videos. I play all those compilation videos of ghost and paranormal stuff.
Oh yeah, like he likes what is it? Slapped Ham.
Slap Ham.
He does all the compilations of internet or
Slap Ham Top
YouTube.
5.
Yeah, yes, she did. Sadly, she did. And now I would love to be able to contact her. I think she'd be an amazing spirit to contact. Lorraine Warren, because now she knows everything.
Next year we need to
I would love a trip to their home to see their museum.
Next year we need to plan something.
Like where all the scary stuff is. I mean, that's legit possessed stuff. Like it's legit scary stuff. And I'm wondering what that energy feels like. It's just amazing.
Well, I can't comment too much because we don't know too many details right now, but all I can say is we've been approached as a couple to join a ghost hunter team. So we can't say much more because actually we don't know much more.
We don't know much more right now.
But as soon as we can and we do, we will share.
Yeah, we'll share more.
We'll share. But we've been approached to do that, which is kind of an honor.
It's really complimentary. I mean, it's really cool. And Daniel and I, when we work together, we are a good team. Our energies really complement each other. And my contacts always come through with like ushering in spirits and letting me know what's going on.
Yeah, and the messages when they want to, they're there.
They're always there.
That's why I love working parties during Halloween season. Because man, I am just like connected to people.
Well, and what I love is that, like one of my most significant experiences was in our friend's home on their third level in their office when I discovered the spirit that was up there, and then connected with him and got the name, and they did some research and they actually found they found the real person who had that name, who lived in that area, like on the exact plot they were on. He died of a massive heart attack and great deal of pain, and his neighbors didn't like. I had described all of this to them, and it all was written in the history of that property. It was really crazy, but it's nice to be validated. We all need validation.
Yes, go tinkle before you go to a haunted house.
Yeah. True.
Well, yeah, what he's talking about, we went to a couple of his friends' houses, this couple of friends of ours, their house, and while Christian was walking around and he got a name, I was doing and
I got a lot of details.
I was doing the sage cleansing to one of them, and Christian was like, "Oh, the name." I'm like, "Oh, that's the name that I was like."
We both had gotten the name.
Same name.
And then I got a lot of details from him about his death and what happened. And they went and looked it up like at City Hall, and they looked up their history of the property and found his full name, what happened to him and everything. So it was pretty amazing. Did you want to talk about that in our last couple of minutes?
Yes, we have a couple minutes to go. And I want to remind everybody, I'm scheduling for after I come back from my trip to do a read along with my book. So whether you have it, if you have it, you can read along with me. And if you don't have it, this is your opportunity to buy it.
So what is that? Congito Grunion y el juego de los colores.
So
sorry, I know that is about as I cannot have done a more massacre.
That's his butcher the Spanish language. Well, all the ancestors are ruling in their graves right now. So it's Scorpio Bunny in the Colors game, the English version, and Conejito Gruñón y el Juego de Colores, Spanish version. These are both up for sale. If you are interested in purchasing a copy, all you got to do is message me on whatever platform you're watching on. Just send
Yep.
me a message. You don't have to send me an email or anything. Just message me wherever you are and say, hey, I'd like to purchase a book. They're $20 each with posting, postage.
Or with delivery.
And yeah, if you're in the area near me or near Culver City, I'll be happy to drop them off. The cool thing is you order them and you get them signed. So I make sure to sign them and dedicate them to whomever you want to. If you want to send them to somebody else in the country, we can do that. Even Mexico. So if you like these delivered to Mexico, we can do that too.
Contact us soon because supplies are limited.
Yeah, it's a couple of thousand books.
Only a couple thousand.
But Conejito Gruñón y El Juego de los Colores or Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game. And you can buy 1, 2, both versions, and I will sign them in.
And we're happy to sell you as many as you want to buy.
Todos.
No limit.
Todos los Grumpy Bunnies que
And
quieran.
think about Christmas for those little nephews and nieces
Yes.
and nephews that you have no idea what to get them. I guarantee you they don't have this book.
They don't have this book. They probably don't.
And if they only speak Spanish, there's the other one. Or if their nanny only speaks Spanish, you can get the Spanish one.
If you're connected to a bookstore or a local library or a child program or organization, just let me know. We can either
We'd love
make
to
a
arrange
deal
a
or
reading.
we'd love to come out there with our stuffed animal, Grumpy Bunny and Mama Bunny.
We have both of them. They're
And,
with
do a
us.
reading, so available to you. Anyway, with all that, remember Mondays is horoscopes. Check those out. On Wednesdays is Christian and Daniel show. On Fridays is either Zodiacs or the Card Depot. And on Saturdays after the 20th, actually starting the 26th, we'll have some interviews. So make sure you Kamaria! Hi, sweetheart.
Hi. Hello, Kamaria.
I'm so glad you got to join us. She's one of my Positively Fearless
Yep.
co-ambassadors.
I've heard a lot about you.
Please be safe.
All good.
She's out in Florida. Be safe.
Yeah.
All the good vibes going
A
on.
lot of hits coming.
I will miss you. She's supposed to be in San Diego for the conference that I'm going to,
But
but she can't make it. All the flights got canceled out of Florida.
of course, because of the new hurricane.
Okay, so stay safe. We love you. And everybody else, hey.
Hey, what do gay horses eat? Hey.
Anyway, everybody, we love you. We will see you guys. We won't see you next week because I'll be in Puerto Rico. We'll see you the week after. Until then, bye.
Bye.